Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD as usual, and didn't really get going yesterday. We were actually looking to find some support here on the 155 EMA. If you look to the left on my cursor, you'll see there was quite a bit of support there. That didn't materialize. We aimed for this inside tail here. So the big question is this the turnaround? So first things first, we have diversions. As you can see, there is the low, lower low. We've got a separation of the oscillators as well, about to turn around. We've bounced off a level on the 8th hour. We're busy with a confirmation bar now. Only negative thing we have here is that we are in between the moving averages. And then we also have the Feds coming out on Wednesday. So they're busy with their meeting now. So if we just drill down, you'll see what looks like, as I pointed out yesterday, it looks like a potential flag. You could also just argue that it is a channel, which is probably the more likely scenario. But at the moment on the hour, it looks like a little bit more downside to come. But if you look at what's happening here, it could be an area of finding support. So I'm kind of nervous. We don't know what's going to happen. We've got the Feds and we've got non-farm payrolls on Friday. So two big sets of data coming out this week, which will impact the dollar one way or another. So I would wait and see what happens here. 0.9877. If we do find some support here, good possibility for us to move up. My only concern is we have found support there already, so I would almost be wanting to see what happens a little bit lower down at 0.98631. The last thing to pay attention to here is on the 8 hour. If we get an 8 hour close above that, and I'll give that to you now. So if we get an 8 hour close above this 0.98968, that would validate the 8 hour bounce off this level. So then you're looking at wherever that close is, you're looking for an entry, but you have a 500 point stop loss for a potential break of this to the upside. 50-50 call in my view. We could continue in this channel until tomorrow afternoon. So be very cautious. I think I'd probably rather just sit on hands here. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. We have a lower high that is in play at the moment. Also the start of a channel. There it is there. Bit messy, but it is there nevertheless. So we've got the oscillators grouping to the upside, well, one of them grouping to the upside and separating, so that is always an indication of potential fall. And same scenario here, we don't really have a level that we're bouncing off. So if we just come down to the hour, there might be one here. Not really. I suppose there is. Let's just delete the channel. Don't worry about that. And there is our level. You can see there was an area of support, and that's kind of where we aimed for yesterday. Got up there, and now we're bouncing. A couple of things that are concerning me. The 8 hour is looking like a potential reversal, but the 1 hour is looking like a continuation to the upside from the original trend. So you can see we're above the moving averages. Look at the oscillators easing off and separating. So 50-50 call again. I think if we get above 148.810 and we find supports above there, then this is definitely looking for a continuation up. If we start, I would argue we'd need to get below this level here at 147, 140 before starting to even think that this is going to start turning around. So another one that I'm a little bit wary about being the dollar, so we are waiting for the Feds. I think I'll just sit on the side and wait for the Feds with everybody else. Moving on to pound and British pound Japanese yen, nothing really going on at the moment. We do have a fairly strong area of support here. Don't like the way the oscillators are looking at the moment, and we've got this rejection bar here. Not 100% sure whether that is off something. So let's just scroll to the left, and yeah, I think maybe just go to the weekly. There's quite a bit here, nothing concrete, but a lot of stuff in the weekly. You can see, I can actually just put another level up here. So if you look at that, when was that? It's 2014, all the way back to 2014. So area of potential resistance. We've bounced back. This is a very strong area of support, a little bit lower down. So that's kind of what I would be arguing. Tag that area. It doesn't look very healthy. So any one of these tails, ladies and gentlemen, is what you need to be looking at. So I would argue that's the zone there. So if you look at the grouping of the oscillators at the moment, we have crossed over. So it does look like a potential move to the upside. So London breakout strategy is probably the best one here. Wait for the first seven 1-hour bars, break to the upside. It's an upward trend. You're probably going to tag this 172.156 again. Break the downside, then you're more than likely going to target 167.953. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. Probably worthwhile watching it on the 15 minutes. Kind of messy at the moment, but what we're talking about is this. So if this is the high and the low of the day so far, so the first 7 1-hour bars, or the first 7 hours of trading from midnight onwards, you break the upside, retest, you're looking for a move higher up. You break to the downside, you're looking for a move lower down. That's kind of the view that we've got there. I think pay a little bit of attention to this one. It could explode to the upside, basically, from what I'm looking at the moment. So we are in an uptrend. We've been in an uptrend for quite some time. So in the strong area of support below us. So that's kind of the view we've got there. Moving on to Euro, British Pound. And we were paying attention to this level yesterday. We were looking for a rejection. We did get a rejection, but we never got follow through. So on the 8-hour at the moment, it does look like it's happening. Don't like the oscillators at the moment, but we do have a crossover of all the moving averages. So from an 8-hour perspective, I would be expecting a rejection higher up here at 0.86567. But we are trading off the hour. So if we have a look at that, that's null and void. So we want to see if this is we get a decent rejection here. Oscillators are grouped to the upside. So if we do get some kind of rejection here, it's well worth the trade. You've got a 200-point stop loss just above these swing highs here, and you're looking for a continuation down still. We didn't really, we did get a bounce here, but then we immediately got a turnaround in the opposite direction. But I think just looking at the general trend at the moment, that is kind of what you should be looking for. The only time I'm going to reverse my shorts is on a break above 0.86567. Okay, so that's kind of my view for Forex today. A really messy day by the looks of things, and probably a lot of sitting on hands rather than trying to get involved in any of this. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.